Yes, boys, it's your boy Neiman the fucking machine, back again with another video. So, in today's video, I'm gonna talk about why negative emotions are the best thing in the world. Okay, so when I was younger, I would go to London, right, and I would see nice cars, and I would see all this money, and I'd walk around, Brompton Road and all this stuff, and look at all these people with money, and there was me with like a couple £100 in my bank account. And I used to see people like walk up and down the road, going into Gucci, going into Louis Vuitton, going into Dior, coming out with bags. And there was me like frustrated over my phone bill that I had to pay at the end of the month. And it used to annoy me so much. I remember my sister taking me to these luxury department stores and we would just go for a coffee. We wouldn't buy nothing because we couldn't afford it. And I remember thinking to myself, this is shit. Like, this is fucked up. I can't afford to buy a £500 t-shirt as a fully grown adult. I was 19, 20 at the time. Like, where has my life gone wrong? And I would come home from London and I'll tell my parents this and they'll say, oh, just be happy, forget about that, just be happy. And like, if anything, that would make me feel worse. Why should I just be happy? No, for 1 week, whole week, every time my sister took me to London, I'd be depressed for a whole week after coming back. It would always ruin my mood. Mercedes S-Class, I don't know, AMGs and that. And I used to think, what the fuck, why am I settling for this? And people say, no, be happy, be happy. No, fuck that. What do you mean, be happy? I'm not happy at what? You want me to fake being happy? Sure, I appreciate that there's food in the fridge. But what do you mean, be happy for what? I don't have all of the things. I can't afford to pay my phone bill. There's guys out here with 20 grand watches on. What do you mean, be happy? Like, it was bollocks. So the reason why negative emotions are extremely powerful is because as soon as you're positive, you're essentially complacent. You're basically saying, okay, I'm happy with where I am, I'm cool. But if you are happy with where you are, you will not make progress. Negative emotions are incredibly powerful. But the problem is most of you idiots do not use it correctly. Most people, when they become negative, when they become upset, what do? Drugs. Or they start drinking. No, that is the wrong way to do it. If you are negative and you start suddenly get angry, you become fearless. And you start taking ruthless action and you don't give a fuck about the consequences. This is only negative if you resort to alcohol and drugs, like I just said. But whenever I've seen myself in a state of anger, I suddenly become fearless. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking doing that. I'm closing this client. I'm selling this. I'm doing that. I don't care what people think of me. This is how powerful it is to be negative. I remember when I was younger, those of you who don't know, I grew up with Andrew and Tate, both in Luton. When I was younger, I was broke and I told Tristan, I said, what shall I do? You know what he said to me? He says, stay unhappy at your situation because I might still be able to find the voice note. Stay unhappy at your situation because most people become comfortable, complacent, have kids and get nowhere. So if you want to level up, if you want to get rich, if you want to be out in a big villa like this,